I hope you're well and hope you're already focused on Jesus. We've been looking at the commands of Jesus because we believe that every command of Jesus liberates us so that we can have our love perfected through the presence of Jesus Christ in our lives. We know that it is impossible for our love to be perfected unless we are in contact with perfect love, moment by moment, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And this perfect love, Jesus Christ, who was made flesh and dwelt among us, lives in every believer by the Holy Spirit that God has given to us. It's Christ in you, the hope of glory. And glory means making love visible and available. Every commandment of Jesus liberates. We are looking at Matthew chapter 5, and we're looking at 28 characteristics of a person that is having their love perfected by Jesus. We've already seen two in the blesseds that Jesus uses here as the Beatitudes. He says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." These two go together. One without the other just doesn't work. First, we need to be poor in spirit. We need to be what I call at sacred zero, meaning empty. Some call this complete surrender. It is that way that we renounce everything except God in our lives. And we say, I will not need anything except God in my life. It's what David did when he said, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." It's a complete emptying so that we can be filled with the perfect love of God. This is a very painful process, but it must be the first step in all perfecting of human love. The second is, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." These are tears that are transformed into compassion. When you add poverty of spirit, this surrender, to pain that has been transformed into a willingness to love and show compassion to those who also suffer, the two of these together produce the third. "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Poor in spirit, mourning, and blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. This earth was created to see a kind of power used by men and women, but it is not the power of weapons or of manipulation or of hate or of racism. It is the power of humility, meekness, power under the control of God. In my lifetime, I saw a manifestation of this kind of power used by Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1960s in the United States when I was a young boy and then a teenager. I can remember clearly how that man approached the injustice of racism in the United States. He did not have weapons. He did not have power. He did not have money. He had something that was more powerful. He had a humility of the character of Jesus that was in his life. He was living from the inside out. And someone has described this power as producing a type of person called the Terrible Meek. The Terrible Meek. When Jesus was in the presence of Pilate, Jesus was the Terrible Meek. He scared Pilate to death. Jesus did not need a weapon. He had within him the weapon that wins the victory and inherits the earth. It's called perfected love, and in Jesus' case, perfect love. My love is not perfect. I'm a sinner. I still fail. But I'm on this path. These characteristics are beginning to be more and more mine, one day at a time, because Jesus lives in me, and he is the perfect love that will perfect my love. Can you see these three together? Poverty of spirit, total surrender, tears that are turned into compassion, and that produces the terrible meek. It makes you a person that cannot be manipulated, cannot be led to hate. It makes you a person that moves in this world like sheep among wolves. But make no mistakes, the sheep that have the shepherd are the terrible meek. It is powerful to be walking in the presence of perfect love and having your love be perfected. Stay on the path. The way is truly Jesus.